Crops and diverse species and rotations report greater productivity, profitability, and resiliency to weather extremes. Learn more about what your soil is saying about its health and your future. Contact your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today. This message brought to you by USDA and this radio station.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
With a graduate degree in management and leadership from Webster University, there'll never be a better time for you to explore what's next in your career. Classes are scheduled so you can continue your normal workday routine, and the accelerated program means a new term starts about every 10 weeks. If you're looking to gain a broad general management and leadership perspective, then Webster University's Management and Leadership degree program is the right one for you. It's all a part of what's next at Webster University.
Go to webster.edu/manage, accredited by ACBSP.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
How to start a cut flower bed in your vegetable garden. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Calling all citrus growers, production managers, and industry professionals. The 28th Annual Citrus Expo is coming August 14th and 15th at the Lee Civic Center in Fort Myers. Don't wait. Pre-register now at citrusexpo.net. All pre-registered growers are eligible to win a John Deere gun safe provided by Everglades Equipment Group. Other sponsors include Orchex by Calumet, Yara, GP Solutions, and Tropicana. Get all the details at citrusexpo.net and in Citrus Industry Magazine.
Southeast AgNet is social. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, where you can be sure to find all of the agriculture news for the Southeast.
The purpose of a cut flower bed is to cut the flowers as often as they bloom so you can create beautiful bouquets. You can use a little space you already have in your vegetable garden to grow what you need, as well as making use of other greenery around the home. Depending on which flowers you choose to plant, some can get pretty tall. Be careful not to shade other veggie plants that require full sun. For example, a tall stand of flowers to the sun side of a plot of lettuce can sometimes slow down bolting and keep lettuce from turning bitter so soon. Make sure you allocate a wide enough bed. Many cut flower varieties can also become quite large, particularly if they branch. For smaller plants, you'll need more of them to get a lot of flowers. Similar to starting a vegetable garden, the easiest way to start growing cut flowers is to choose varieties you can start directly in the garden from seed, or start with a purchased transplant. If starting from seedlings, make sure to plant them in a straight line. That makes it easy to distinguish your seeds from weeds. Sunflowers, zinnias, cosmos, calendula, and marigolds are some of the easiest starters. Just like your garden veggies, flowers have harvesting guidelines too. Read up on each of the flower varieties you plant to make sure you know when to harvest so they will last longest in the vase. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
Personal chauffeur driver needed. Requirements? Must be a hard worker with excellent customer service skills. Maintain a clean, neat, and well-groomed personal appearance. Ideal for individuals looking for a flexible job to earn extra income. Contact Tony Cole, 036@gmail.com. Again, for the personal chauffeur position, contact Tony Cole, 036@gmail.com.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Get up, right, 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is a beautiful Monday morning. Thank you for tuning in. It is June 10th, 2019, and you are listening to The Source, WOCA, and we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a pretzel, a salty pretzel, Joe. Good morning, Joe. How you doing over there?
I wonder if you have my mic up there.
I was trying to remember if they had breakfast in there. I think they do.
Oh, you want to hear a sad thing this morning?
What's the sad thing?
I left everything on my counter when I left here to come here early this morning.
What do you mean by everything?
My lunch, my breakfast, everything sitting on the counter nice.
Ooh.
It'll go good. It'll be nothing, thank goodness, was refrigerated, so it'll be all right for tomorrow.
Okay, rats have a way of finding stuff like that.
I don't have rats in my house. At least not the four-legged ones.
All right, let's see. 77 degrees right now. There is a chance it'll rain some more. We'll comment on the weekend rain in just a bit. Yeah, there's a 60% chance it'll rain. Highs today around 83, so a little bit cooler.
Oh,
tomorrow,
finally.
pretty much the same thing. Wednesday, 90% chance of rain.
Rain all week so far.
It looks like we got rain until pretty much all week. I don't see one day without rain. So
all right,
just trust the weatherman as I play the amateur weatherman.
Well, you are the presenter of news.
It's today.
Yeah, we can't blame you. You didn't make the forecast. You're just presenting it, Larry. How's that?
So all I'm doing is reading it. Right? So how you doing, Joe?
I'm doing all right. I got a little wet over the weekend, as we all know, we all need it. You can't complain about when it rains because we need the rain, number one. And number two, what happens? It's down to 75, 76.
Cools it down, yeah, absolutely.
But the hard part is when it stops raining,
humidity. So for those wondering, Robin is not here because she's with her family. They are taking a road trip in her brother's motorhome. Is that what we call them when you can drive it?
Okay. Yes.
And it's a nice one too. I saw it yesterday. And so they're heading up to Williamsburg, Virginia to see
beautiful place,
the historic stuff.
Oh, that's beautiful up that way. There's so much to see there in a small area. Everything's within 45 minutes. Less than that, you can see everything.
Is it right? I have not really seen. I think I saw when I was a kid. I don't know. But
I've been there many times.
But the main event for Robin and her mom is not to see where the Civil War was fought. It's to see the grandbaby up in New Jersey.
Yeah. Civil War is Gettysburg. Right, yeah. Williamsburg is a town that they brought everything, and they made the town. No, the town wasn't there. They brought all the buildings in and made it. Wow. And that was years and years. I want to say Rockefeller did it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
The family. But
this is Williamsburg in Brooklyn, too.
Is it really?
Yeah. I know. Nobody ever realizes that. It's kind of weird. Anyway,
there's Hollywood in Florida. There we go. Yeah,
that's right. All right, let me tell you what we're doing. 7:35, we'll open the phone lines. We'll just kind of have an informal chat, drink your coffee, talk about the news, give your opinions. And it's kind of fun. I like this.
That's opening the genie bottle.
7:35 slide is always fun. Galen, it's kind of the same, except we invite Galen to be part of that. I do have one topic that I thought we could talk about. The things I refuse to spend money on is the topic for Galen today.
And he's going to be here the full segment?
He's here the whole segment today.
Oh, he's going to be a happy camper.
News Bites, 8:35. That's when you and I read the news, Joe. What?
That's when you read the news?
Let's see. Karen Rinaldi. I think she was scheduled to be on once before. Joe says she was on before.
Yes, she was on.
The book is called "It's Great to Suck at Something."
Yeah, she's definitely been on before.
The unexpected joy of wiping out and what it can teach us. So.
Yeah, you can't unforget that. Yes.
All right. Well, if you're calling right now, we'll get the call after the break.
After the break. Yeah.
Ellen Winter is going to tell us. She's a psychologist talking about how art works.
Art works?
A psychological exploration.
Oh, boy, I got a question about her. How do you perceive art? Yes.
That's always the question. That's always. All right, we got to go. We'll take a little break. Be right back.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The president on Twitter touting his New Deal, writing Mexico is doing more for illegal immigration than the Democrats. Meanwhile, the New York Times questioning just how new that deal is.
The article claims, quote, the centerpiece of Mr. Trump's deal was an expansion of a program to allow asylum seekers to remain in Mexico while their legal cases proceed. But that arrangement was reached in December.
Fox's Aisha Hasni, the president calling it fake news. Iran as a warning for the U.S. Its foreign minister saying America cannot expect to stay safe after launching what he calls an economic war against Tehran. Mohammad Zarif making the threats as his German counterpart tries to diffuse tensions during a visit.
After withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal last year, the Trump administration has imposed heavy sanctions on a variety of Iranian sectors, forcing Iran to look to other countries for relief.
Fox's Trey Kings. This is Fox News.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts, you can get $25 or more off brand new DeWalt power tools by trading in your old ones. You know, those worthless tools you never use anymore? Yeah, those dusty things can actually save you at least $25 on new DeWalt power tools. Not so worthless after all. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/19.
Pros do it right by relying on trusted brands to get the job done. Lowe's is here to help with more of those brands in stock, like DeWalt and Little Giant. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. Now save $60 on a 2-pack of DeWalt 20-volt max batteries, now just $99. Plus, we now offer the Little Giant King Combo ladder, the world's first step, extension, and leaning ladder, giving you the flexibility to do just about any job for only $159. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/16, U.S. only.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A 45-year-old motorcyclist was killed yesterday afternoon after being struck by lightning along I-95 in Volusia County. An investigation is underway regarding racist media posts on a website called the Plainview Project that are linked to deputies at the Lake County Sheriff's Department. Former University of Florida football player Earl Antonio Joyner has been arrested and charged with killing his wife in a case dating to 2016. Burger King is apologizing after a Florida employee was caught on video using a floor mop to clean the tops of tables. The new voter protection director for Florida Democrats told party activists on Saturday that they should assume there will be a recount during next year's presidential election. Brandon Peters said that by July 2020, he hopes to have 15,000 lawyers and volunteers in place around the state. And a worker at Universal's Islands of Adventure is a real-life superhero after she helped calm a 9-year-old autistic boy at the park when he became upset about the Spider-Man ride not working. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Clouds and sunny breaks and rather humid on this Monday with a shower and thunderstorm likely mainly during the afternoon hours. The high 83 to 87. Partly cloudy Monday night, low 70 inland, 76 along the coast. For Tuesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine and very warm with a thunderstorm popping up. The high 86 at the coast, 90 inland. For Wednesday, some sun and then building clouds with a thunderstorm or two around in the afternoon with a high of 84 at the coast, 90 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If it's time to brighten up your yard, then check with the professionals at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Give us your plans or we'll design a plan for you, one that does it all, from design to installation, or if you need a total clean out, Bob can do that too. We promise it won't take long, and the price will be a whole lot less than you expected. Check out some of Bob's specials this week. There are closeouts all over this huge store, including geraniums for just 99 cents, or daylilies, plumbago, and verbena, they're just $3.99. Azaleas, Bob has exciting new vivid semi-dwarf ever-blooming azaleas for just $3.99. And don't forget crepe myrtles. All crepe myrtles are buy one, get one free. Tree sale too. It's at Bob Wine's on Southeast 38th Street, open daily 9 to 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
That was our cue, Joe. That was our cue.
That was your cue to skidoo.
Yeah.
We're back.
All right. If you want to call in, the phone lines are open. The number is 622-9622. Joe Martone sitting in for Robin McBlain.
I don't look as nice, and basically I don't sound as nice, and I don't laugh. That's for damn.
And Robin is on a road trip with her family in a nice, I call it RV, you call it motorhome.
Motorhome.
Motorhome is probably the better name.
Well,
Because RV means everything, right?
Well, most RVs are pooled. Recreational vehicle.
But it looks nice. Looks nice.
Oh, yes.
I think they have, let's see, her brother and his wife.
That's two.
And then their son.
That's three.
And then Robin and her mother. So there's five people in that thing. Wow.
They chew that up. It depends on most of them sleep 8.
Yeah, really?
It depends how you sleep, but you'll get to know each other very. Who let that one out? Oh, not me. It was
That's
a cat.
exactly what I was thinking. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's I don't. Men are worse than that than women for some reason. I don't know how that happens when we were made, but it's like you roll over. Good. In the middle of the night, you go. What the heck? Yeah. That's why all the sheets are always off you. Yeah.
So my favorite news story of the morning was the worker that was me moving my mic.
Oh, okay. Just
at Universal Studios. This the young lady, she works there.
Oh, okay. It was an employee.
It was an employee, and a 9-year-old young man with autism becomes unusually upset when the Spider-Man ride was not working or something. So so he's laying on the ground screaming. So she lays.
Oh my goodness!
So she lays down next to him.
Screaming.
No, just lays next to him. She said, "This is okay. It's okay. Just you'll be okay." And she's really sweet to him. And then he calms down. She kind of had a way with him, and and calmed him down. And she
better get a raise.
She's in the news.
News don't give you money.
Hey, it's better to have good stuff like that than the Burger King story. Did you hear the Burger King story? The guy cleaning the table with the mop.
Oh, that's gross. That is gross. But I would say it's unique, but no, it's.
Oh my gosh, the mop is on the floor and then on the table.
Well, yeah, that shows you the mentality of people, or the untrainable. It's like common sense would tell you not to do the mop to the table because mop, floor, dirt, really. No, but is it because they were brought up in an environment that? Or they weren't trained.
They just don't care. They think
maybe
they're clever,
care, yeah.
Or they think it's going to get a laugh out of the girl that they have a crush on. Well,
or taking a shower or a bath in the sink.
That's what it is too. Yeah, that's another one. Probably. Yeah, that's probably a little bit of that mix in the mix.
It's a shame, but it's true.
Are you ready for phone calls?
Well, I'll try anything. Almost anything. Well,
everything goes during this half hour. Good morning. You're on the air.
Be nice to us.
Good morning. Colonial Williamsburg actually doesn't have anything to do with the Civil War. It's a pre-Revolutionary War kind of a park.
Correct.
And there's one in Massachusetts, Old Sturbridge Village.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of a thing.
Same.
And on Long Island, we had Old Bethpage Village.
What?
And again, it's the same sort of a thing where we got this old stuff coming, going back to the Revolutionary times, Nathan Hale, and that sort of thing. Not everything in Virginia is the Civil War.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah.
All colonial. I have been corrected. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate the call.
Yeah. Well, I tried to be nice about it earlier when I said that's Gettysburg, but yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Well, I tried to be nice.
I make mistakes, Joe.
I know you can't walk on water either.
I make a lot of mistakes.
But there's a lot of. I've been up and down the East Coast quite a bit. As far as. Historical things to see and everything, and I mean, there's things in Fredericksburg, I think it's New Jersey, or Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania.
I think Fredericksburg, Maryland, isn't it?
Could be Maryland.
I don't know.
But there was a battle there. Cowpen, South Carolina. There was a battle there. There's, unfortunately, up and down the coast, there's battles everywhere. Where I grew up in New Haven, they had it's called Black Rock or Black Fort. I'm sorry. Right on the shoreline, there was a fort there in colonial time. Of course, Nathan Hale's from New Haven and all that. All that history, is there. But then on the other side of the coin, you've got all that historic stuff that, Graham Bell, the telephone, and. Oh boy!
In New Haven, you're talking about?
Yeah, Cotton Gin, Whitney.
It is good that we do that. I mean, we have the fort going up Fort King, right? So that's kind of a good way to teach us and the kids that are out now.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
What happened here? We always knew Fort King, but we never knew really anything about it. I never.
With the Indians and all that. Yeah.
I never knew that. What that was for and all that.
Oh, sure. There's a lot of things. I used to go up to Lake George, New York. Fort William Henry was up there. and that was burnt. Half of it was burnt, and then they redid the whole. But that is a big fort, kind of like Sumter. Again, I think it's Fort Sumter, South Carolina too. I'm not sure.
You would know that one. All right, you ready for some of these news bits?
News bits.
What do you want to say about some of these things?
I don't know. I don't have them. You have them.
The first one is this one that we were talking about before we went on the air. Just horrible.
Oh yes.
45-year-old motorcyclist from Charlotte, North Carolina, is no longer with us. He was hit by lightning as he was riding his bike on I-95 in Ormond Beach. Isn't that crazy?
It's like it's God saying it's time. And why, how? Well, we know how, but why? Ooh. I told Larry earlier, I just hope it just happened quick. Boom. Excuse me.
Yeah. So we don't know his name, but the Highway Patrol did post a photo of the helmet, which was cracked where the lightning hit.
I just hope he went instantaneous. I hope he didn't suffer. Boom, gone.
Let's see, what else do we have here?
Because I ride bike, and it's like, I've ridden my bike in the rain. Excuse me. But there was no lightning around me. But Florida, it can be calm and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lightning just hits.
Speaking of rain, let's see. Rains that rolled into the southeast will linger at least through today, with areas possibly getting a foot of rain. Did you see some roads were washed out in the Carolinas?
No, I hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah.
Did they say whereabouts? Lower?
It did, but I don't remember. Okay. Roads became rivers. High water rescues were underway, and states of emergency were being declared in parts of the southeast yesterday after more than a month of rain fell in a day.
Gee.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know one place. If it happened in western North Carolina, I know two spots that always flood.
Always flood out?
Oh, yeah. Army Corps engineers went in there. They put these gigantic drainage, whatever those drainage tubes. And guess what? It still floods. I mean, impassable. When last time I was up there, I went to drive, and I'll go this way. Oh, what? I'll go to this. What? I mean, airport they have the small Hendersonville airport like we have here. Only it's even smaller, but it was floods. You can't get in and out of there, and Let's
see. Storms moved through the area, causing problems for police and other first responders. This is here in Florida. One area heavily impacted by the storms was Seminole County. Cars and trucks were moving slowly. I drove through the rain yesterday. I had to drive Robin and her mom to, I think the city was Lawtey, Lawtey. I could be wrong about the name of the city. Do you know what was weird, though? Do you know I have a reputation for hitting a cow?
Yes, that is.
So
everybody has a claim to fame. That's
so
unique.
when you have, and probably happens to you too, right? Whenever you're doing anything, you become what's the term, gun shy or something? When you're afraid it's going to happen again.
Yes,
you're afraid the same thing's going to happen again.
Yes.
So I'm riding in the rain yesterday.
Did you see a cow?
No.
Oh.
I saw goats. There must have been 20 goats on the side of the road that got loose. They were not in the road.
But it only takes
just a little walk across the road. And if this was nighttime, which it wasn't, thank goodness, you wouldn't see it. Just like I didn't see the cow.
Yeah.
Just
well, you'd be downgraded to a goat.
A little smaller animal, yeah.
But you're lucky you're alive hitting a cow.
Yeah. Well, it's going slow.
It was ended up on. You always go slow, but ended up on the hood.
I always go slow.
You do. You definitely don't have a lead foot.
I always go the speed limit
or less.
No. When do I go less?
I don't know.
Never.
I never rode you.
Everybody else goes faster than the speed limit. I always think my speedometer is broken.
Yeah. Well, don't tell me about it. They did. That's true. I agree with you there. Yeah.
3 people are okay in Kissimmee. After a small aircraft crashed into the Gateway Airport in Kissimmee. A Cessna 172 was performing a touch-and-go maneuver when it crashed. And 3 people are okay. An
but they're okay there.
I'm sorry?
They're okay, though.
Yeah, an instructor and 2 students.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, sure. Everything's all right. You could always repair mechanical. It's the human that's
right. A guy in Chicago has been sentenced to 4 years in prison after he ordered 42 pounds of marijuana-infused chocolate.
Why is he in prison for that?
Because it's against the law in Chicago.
Oh, I thought Chicago. How could he order it? In other words, he would eBay, or whatever?
Chicago. He ordered it from California, and he lives in Chicago.
Oh, so he thought they were just going to ship it to him and that without reporting it to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching this video. They were doing a. Do you know where the what's it called? The High Line in New York, where there used to be a railroad track. We've talked about it before.
Oh, they made it into a garter and they walk across it. No, I've heard about it.
So they opened up another section the other day, and it's kind of like a place where they can give speeches and have small concerts. It's a little area where you can have seating, right?
But the track just continues. That you're talking about. The track.
Yeah, I think some of the track is still up there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been up there, and some of the track is still there. Come to think of it, but anyway, so they had all the chairs set up for so people could sit and listen to whatever dignitaries were going to be there.
Yeah.
Which is not the exciting or interesting part of the story. The interesting part of the story is when you're watching the news lady talk about it. Behind her, you see a policeman with a dog, and the dog is sniffing every one of those chairs.
Oh, really?
Every one of those chairs gets the rundown from the bomb sniffing dog.
Oh, just in case something under the chair or something.
Yeah, or it could be drug sniffing. Who knows?
Drugs, okay. Bomb, no good.
Yeah.
I don't endorse having drugs and everything, but if I had a choice between drugs and a bomb, I'd take the drugs. I'd rather be high than be high.
You're right.
Yeah. What was that? I don't know. But he's way up there, man.
Do you pay for gasoline at the pump?
Of course.
Yeah. Do you have a tug on it, on the machine that you put your card in to make sure it's not a skimmer?
I do that.
See you?
I do that, yeah. I grab it and pull hard. What he's did, I had one door open. Put it back there.
All right, listen to this. The Division of Consumer Services for the state of Florida said there's an increasing number of credit card skimmers at gas station pumps in Central Florida. Every skimmer is a value of $1 million in fraud.
Wow.
According to the Department of Ag, Nikki Fried, commissioner.
Yeah.
Let's see. Officials found 259 skimmers in the state in the past month. 15 of them were in the Orlando area.
I wish they would post where they were.
Maybe they do.
I don't know. That I wish they would do more so we could announce it. Unless the gas stations, no, we'll lose our pennies. Kind of thing, But I would say if they're caught there, then the gas station is safe now because they were caught already. Rather than don't come to the station because we have scammers are here.
I wonder why they can't use technology that we use, for example, to get onto our phones, like thumbprints or facial recognition. I wonder why they can't say.
There's some that have. I don't want to say thumbprint, but they have the scanner. You just go with the card. You don't have to put it in or anything. You just flash the card across the scanner or whatever.
And that solves the problem.
Well, unless you're going to replace the scanner is different than the insert.
So a scanner is probably more expensive for a thief to make than a skimmer.
Well,
right?
It's flat, so there's no way to put anything there. I don't think to counterfeit it. To put it in the front of it where the insert where you put the card, they just fit it like a cup over the top of it. It looks the same, just fits on top of it. So, but like where I got gas the other day at a warehouse, and they have an attendant that's there. And now I know why the attendant is there walking back and forth. He's making sure no one's messing with the pumps.
Do you know the place I go? I get up really early. So I go to a place at 4 o'clock in the morning when I need gasoline. And the first time this happened, I was thinking, what's going on? There was a white car blowing his horn, just blowing his horn. And I thought, what's the matter?
4 in the morning.
What's the matter with you? He's at the pump, right?
Oh.
So the guy comes out, the clerk comes out with a newspaper, and the two are chatting very friendly, and he gives him the newspaper. And then he asks him if he needs any gas. Well, the guy couldn't walk.
Oh.
And he's a very old guy. I saw him. So
yeah.
And then I realized, I see what's going on. They have a deal here. When he blows his horn, come on out and bring him a newspaper. And if he needs gas, pump it in. It's kind of nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That is real service.
I remember when gas was pumped for you.
Yeah, sure.
Check your oil, check your water. And if you buy enough gas, we'll give you a glass.
Did you cut grass when you were a kid to raise extra money during the summer?
No.
No?
No.
I did.
I was a city boy. Didn't have any grass in the city.
No grass at all?
Well, for me to cut, no. Yeah.
So let's see. It was 25 cents a gallon when I used to cut grass. And I think I charged $2.
Yeah. And...
So
yeah, you figure out the gas and everything. Yeah.
So you could really make a lot of money as a kid.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Just like today, they cut all the grass there.
Yeah. Good morning. You're on the air.
Oh.
Yeah. in between semesters at college, I pumped gas at a gas station. That was back when there was still full service.
Yeah.
And the owner told me, always check the oil because we make more on a quart of oil than we make on a full tank of gas.
Oh, yeah, sure. That was only a penny a gallon maybe you made back then. Sure, sure.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that was back when gas was, only 55 cents.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. I pumped gas for a little bit, too. I worked at a gas station in Denellen.
Oh.
Yeah, I was still in high school. So, let's see. There was a guy with a boat, and there was no self-service at that time, but it was so busy. He said, do you mind if I pump it myself? And I said, no, that'd be great. So he pumps it himself, and then he pays, and then he leaves without removing the hose from the tank.
Ring-a-ding-ding. And that's where they had the breakaways?
And it pulled down. No, it didn't break away. It pulled down the whole pump and smashed on the ground.
Oh, gee.
And you know I got fired after that?
I wonder why.
I let the guy pump his own gas.
Yeah, well, the only place that they pump gas for you now is New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah.
It's a law. It's like,
yeah.
wow.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, I remember as a kid, I made a lot of money cutting lawns. And I had one of those lawnmowers that has a round blade at the blade. You just pushed it and it turned. And I was pretty old. We didn't have electric start. And then also, if I got a corner lot for snow shoveling, I made a ton of money.
Oh, now snow shoveling. Yes, there you go.
And Christmas caroling in the bars. Big time money, because I sucked so bad they paid me to make me leave.
Paid you to leave.
But I made a lot of money as a kid, I'll tell you. those were good days. I was rolling in the dough.
Hey, thank you, Linda. I think that's Linda, right?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, yeah, snow shoveling. Now that you make some money on snow shoveling. And it was good money, and it was done, and next. And it was recurring every time it snowed. You go back. Did you enjoy my work last time? Yeah, you did a great job on it again. Okay. Sure.
Let's see. We raised some money for our listeners by Christmas caroling in the mall.
Yeah.
What did we give away? $50 gift cards one Christmas? Couple Christmases, right?
Yeah, a couple of Christmases we did that, yeah.
All right, here's a sad one. A construction crane blown over by high winds in Dallas crashed into a building and killed one woman in the building, injured at least six more. Two of those injured are critical.
That's not good.
That's horrible. If you saw that,
it's amazing
picture.
You see those cranes go up, and then they start using one side, and then they start adding weights, counterweights on the other side, and all of a sudden they're picking a load up, and they got all the weights at the other side, and it looks good, right? And then they put that load down, but those weights are still at the other end. So that's a lot of strain on that crane.
Yeah, it sure is.
Wow.
Hey, I wanted to ask your opinion on something. We had a guy on the other day from the Florida Coalition of Rail Passengers.
Yes.
And his interview is getting a lot of reactions on the good reactions, actually.
Traction for the train?
Yeah, people just leaving comments on it. So what I didn't understand about it is it sounded like he wanted the governor of Florida to consider putting rail in addition to the roads. He wasn't against the roads. He just thought the rails would be nice to have along with the roads that they're putting in.
Like a movie where you see the car driving and the train goes by it.
Right.
Well, he's what that man is doing. If you are going to a destination that you don't need to get around with a car so much, take the rail. It's cheaper, less pollutive, and it's less congested. You just sit down, no strain, no pain.
Yeah.
And the one that's going from Miami all the way to Jacksonville, they're proposing, and it stops at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine going there and say, I'm from Miami, I'm going to go to Disney
nice, yeah.
And I mean the speeds.
Well, that is going to happen. That one is a done deal.
That's a done deal?
Yeah.
So how long would it take to get from Miami to Disney? Let's say 3 hours, 2 hours?
Probably like 2. Did you hear this story, Joe?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Look at that light bulb light up.
No, you reminded me of something that was in the news this weekend.
What?
There was a family at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
They were in line at Avatar.
Oh, boy, that line forever,
the half of the group said, oh, my gosh, we got to go. They had a phone call. We're going to have to get out of here. So they left. They had to go back to Miami.
Okay.
So they get to Miami, turned out false alarm. Gosh, I'm so sorry. We could have had a good time. Where are you guys? Oh, we're still in line. So, in other words, they were in line longer than it took this family to get back to their car and drive to Miami.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So from Orlando to Miami, what's that?
I don't know.
3 hours, maybe 2 hours.
I thought.
Holy mackerel!
Oh, that line is totally ridiculous. I will not. No. The ride is phenomenal. One of the rides, the other one's just a river ride. The animatronic is fantastic, but the ride's only like 5 minutes, maybe. But the other one where you sit and it's almost like soaring. But I mean, that one is woo! I love that baby.
This is an article I wanted to share with you during Midday with Joe.
Okay.
The article headline is "This is why Walt Disney World tickets are so expensive."
Oh, that list just goes on and on and on.
The ticket, when it first opened, 1971?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $3.50 to get in.
Are you serious?
$3.50.
Well, with inflation and everything.
With inflation, it would be $21.
So why is it 100, right?
That's what that article
Wow,
says.
that's the whole thing. What Disney has done is they don't just put a ride in. It's the expectations when you go into Disney is not like, and nothing against Six Flags, please don't get mad at me, but it's apples to onions. It's totally two different things. It's you immerse yourself. It's more than just a ride. It's an entertainment experience, and
But it's also whatever the market will bear. It's a business after all.
Oh, it is a business, but what keeps you coming back? Because
that's it. Whatever it is, they know it is.
They have the formula. And what happens? Ooh, they're doing it over here. But they're trying, and I use that word, to copy them over here. And some are getting close, but they're never, what's that the old marketing thing? Copied but never...
Imitated but never copied?
Or something like that. In other words, you copy them, but you'll never achieve what they're doing, which is what this
is. So we're squeezing one more phone call. Good morning, you're on the air.
Hello? Are you there? Talk to us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. I guess he wasn't there or she wasn't there.
So speaking of Six Flags, there was a Six Flags in California that had to be evacuated because of wildfires in the area.
Well, that's Smokey the Bear, huh? Wow. Yeah, sure. Well, there's...
Oh, gosh, listen to the story, Joe.
Okay, I'm listening.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has allegedly executed a general by throwing him into a piranha-filled fish tank. Can you believe that?
No. I don't believe it. I don't believe someone would do that.
The victims... Oh, are you kidding? This guy, Kim Jong-un?
And why we
He's
even
horrible.
Is that the one where that tall basketball player talked to him?
Yes.
And Trump talked to him?
Yes, Trump went and talked to him, yes.
And came back.
Listen, the victim's arms and torso were slashed open with knives before officials dumped him into the tank to attract the fish. Wow.
That is totally, what did this general do, quote unquote, to deserve something like that, number one? And how could you do that to another human being?
Well, this is not a good guy.
No, he's not.
No,
we all know that.
We already know he's a bad guy.
He's demented. That's the word. That came out good. Demented.
He's a demented, moronic, whatever. I'm glad I'm in America. I can say whatever I want to say.
Oh, that's true.
And if he sends somebody over here to get me, then the police will get them.
Exactly.
We hope.
I guess I'd like to know. Well, first of all, how do these people get into power? You can't be a leader unless someone follows you. That's what I always said.
Absolutely.
So if someone says, "Hey,
you know why you think that way?"
A kite.
But you know why you think that way? Because you're an American. And that's our way of thinking.
And I like John Wayne.
All right, we will take a little break. We'll be right back. Galen Unald up next. We'll continue this kind of conversation. I do have one topic. Whether we go there or not is up to us, I guess. Things we refuse to spend money on.
Oh, yes.
We'll be right back.
Yes.
Fox
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump on Twitter this morning lashing out at the New York Times for an article about the deal with Mexico to avoid new tariffs, claiming Mexico had already promised to take many of those actions months ago. The president calling it sick journalism.
DHS had Kevin McAleenan insist the president's deal with Mexico is new and necessary. The White House says nearly 200,000 migrants who entered the U.S. illegally since December have been released because Border Patrol simply does not have room.
Fox's Aisha Hasni. At the Tony Awards last night, Hadestown walking away with 8 awards, including Best Musical, but not Lead Actor. That went to former Breaking Bad actor Bryan Cranston, who joked,
"Finally, a straight old white man gets a break."
That on CBS Best Play went to The Ferryman. This is Fox News.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts, you can get $25 or more off brand new DeWalt power tools by trading in your old ones. You know, those worthless tools you never use anymore? Yeah, those dusty things can actually save you at least $25 on new DeWalt power tools. Not so worthless after all. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/19.
Pros do it right by relying on trusted brands to get the job done. Lowe's is here to help with more of those brands in stock like DeWalt and Little Giant. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. Now save $60 on a 2-pack of DeWalt 20-volt max batteries, now just $99. Plus, we now offer the Little Giant King Combo ladder, the world's first step, extension, and leaning ladder, giving you the flexibility to do just about any job for only $159. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/16, U.S. only.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A 45-year-old motorcyclist was killed yesterday afternoon after being struck by lightning along I-95 in Volusia County. An investigation is underway regarding racist media posts on a website called the Plainview Project that are linked to deputies at the Lake County Sheriff's Department. Former University of Florida football player Earl Antonio Joyner has been arrested and charged with killing his wife in a case dating to 2016. Burger King is apologizing after a Florida employee was caught on video using a floor mop to clean the tops of tables. The new voter protection director for Florida Democrats told party activists on Saturday that they should assume there will be a recount during next year's presidential election. Brandon Peters said that by July 2020, he hopes to have 15,000 lawyers and volunteers in place around the state. And a worker at Universal's Islands of Adventure is a real-life superhero after she helped calm a 9-year-old autistic boy at the park when he became upset about the Spider-Man ride not working. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Clouds and sunny breaks and rather humid on this Monday with a shower and thunderstorm likely mainly during the afternoon hours. The high 83 to 87. Partly cloudy Monday night, low 70 inland, 76 along the coast. For Tuesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine and very warm with a thunderstorm popping up. The high 86 at the coast, 90 inland. For Wednesday, some sun and then building clouds with a thunderstorm or two around in the afternoon with a high of 84 at the coast, 90 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Freddy's Specialty Sundays. Classic American treats. Made with freshly churned, rich and creamy frozen custard. Welcome to Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. The taste that brings you back.
So now that you have your heart set on Freddy's, all you need to know is how to get there. That part is easy. Just go down Highway 200 in Ocala east of I-75. Then look for the giant frozen custard cone on the wall. Ocala, Time Out Billiards and Buffet has opened. Now you can enjoy an American fare buffet or sip a cocktail from the full bar. You, your family, your friends can rack up a game of 9-ball on the finest pool tables in the area. Time Out Billiards is open from 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. Time Out Billiards and Buffet at 620 South Pine Avenue, Ocala, between the Ocala Police Department and the Rawhide Saloon. Call 352-444-POOL.
In the good old summertime, it takes you back, doesn't it? Makes you think and remember? What did you do in the summertime when you were a kid? At Palm Garden of Ocala, we see folks who are young at heart, but their bodies are giving them a tough time. Our goal for every guest we serve is to bring them to their highest level of independence. Come visit us soon. We're located on the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street. And when you're in the hospital, ask for Palm Garden by name.
All right, let's see. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Not a bad-looking day after all that rain we had this weekend, right?
Bad looking. It's outstanding.
Beautiful. Let me do the amateur weatherman thing real quick.
Okay, amateur.
79 right now. 83 is the high today, and there's a 65% chance it'll rain around noon. There you go.
It's 75 degrees right now. Not bad.
79 right now.
We're conflicting. Oh, no.
Where do you see 79?
75.
Oh, 75?
You got 79 on yours.
I don't know. I'm just the amateur weatherman.
Me too. It depends where you get the weather from.
So yesterday it was raining really hard.
Oh, yes. Beautiful day.
And I was driving down the boulevard to go pick up Robin's mother.
Okay.
And behind me was the Life South Bloodmobile.
Oh, yeah. The blood doesn't stop flowing just because it's raining. That's for sure.
Galen, you know, is on the phone from Life South. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Segue.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Joe. How are y'all?
Good.
Good.
And where are you today?
Heading to Gainesville today.
All right. So sticking around. Did you have to drive in the rain yesterday?
No, I didn't leave the house yesterday.
Attaboy.
So I drove to Lottie. I think that's the city I went to for Robin's brother. I brought Robin and her mom to her brother's place.
Have you heard of that city?
Sure.
Yeah.
See? He knew it. I don't know where it is.
And so after I dropped them off, it's raining and it's getting dark, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm having flashbacks of hitting the cow, and then I see goats on the side of the road. And I was just glad it wasn't dark, and I was glad they weren't in the road. So.
Oh, that's good.
Most of us just
the
drive.
only thing that's really in Lottie is a prison. So, I mean, that's
really?
pretty much the only thing they have. Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing that's not where Robin saw her brother. So.
No, it's a little bit farther. I think we went through Lottie, and then it was to the left somewhere up there. I hope I have the city name right. I might not even have that right, but I know we.
Well, Galen knows where it is, so you probably heard it. He said he knew
it was 75 miles, so that's how far I went.
One way.
Yeah.
Which direction did you go?
North, on the interstate.
Okay, so you went.
I'm sorry. On 301. On 301.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's where you went through Lottie, because it's a speed trap and everything else. So.
Is that where you find Waldo? Is that the area in that area?
Further.
It's also on 301. Yep.
Further than
Waldo.
Yeah. Galen.
Are you there?
He just dropped off.
He went away. Nice going, Galen.
Well, at least with this thing, you hear
it tells you. It tells you that you're not. Yeah, he's gone. You're talking to yourself. You ticked off Galen again. He hung up on you, Larry. Can't blame me. I'm not here all the time.
So come on. We need to have a call back from Galen.
Yeah, hopefully he'll call us back. Yeah.
So we were talking about things we refuse to spend money on, and during the break, I was talking about a news thing I had seen where they have a hamburger at Disney Springs for $22.
But that'd feed two people.
It's gigantic.
I wonder how much poundage. There's a half a pound.
Well, how much did Rob and I spent? I think it was $19 to sample all the Coca-Colas.
Where?
At Disney Springs. That Coca-Cola Pavilion, when you go out to...
I haven't seen that one.
They have a rooftop...
Oh, that's right. Yes, and they're on the second floor,
like a bar or something.
So they charge you. They charge you to sample everything.
Yeah, they give you what they call them.
What little cups? They got little.
They
cups.
have little cups, but
they have the same thing at Epcot. Only it's part of the admission.
What do you mean?
The same thing that you did upstairs.
Yeah.
There's a place in Epcot.
But it's free?
Yeah, it's free.
I mean, it's part. Okay.
Well, that's why I said part of your admission. It's on the right side of Spaceship Earth.
And did you try the Beverly?
Yes, I think it was pretty good.
It's the Italian soda.
No, not the Italian soda. No, that. I mean, all these Italians drink this great wine, then to get this, you go. It was horrible.
Well, I wonder where Galen is. Okay.
I don't know. I wonder if he realizes he's off. He's just talking away. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, Galen's back. Hey, Galen. Sorry, where'd you go?
Hey.
What happened?
He dropped out.
I don't know.
Can you tell when it drops off? Can you tell when it drops off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounded like you hung up on me.
No, I'll attest to Larry. He didn't hang up on you. No, he still likes you. It's okay.
So the topic for today is things that we refuse to spend money on. Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
All right. So I was saying that I saw the Bloodmobile yesterday. It was coming in out of the rain after the hard rain we had yesterday. Did it hurt?
Yeah, it was a tough weekend for us. I mean, we whenever it rains, our donations go down pretty significantly. So it hurt us. So we're down to a 3.5 day blood supply, and we are in critical need of O negative and platelets. So please just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
There you go.
So Robert and I had a discussion about one of the questions that she gets because she's a female that I don't get, and I never realized that you asked this question. The question was, have you ever given birth, live birth? And she, of course, she said yes, twice. Have you ever, have all of the births you've given been live births? And I guess it would be as opposed to a stillbirth, a child that didn't make it. Why is that question asked?
Well, because when you're pregnant, there's another human being in your body, and that human being has a unique blood supply. And so what it can force is the woman to have antibodies, and there's something called HLAs that are formed. And when we do all of our plasma and even platelets, we have to identify what those HLAs are, because in some cases they can't donate plasma or platelets. So it's just it's a way for us to say, okay, we have to do further testing on these units to make sure that they don't have any specific antibodies.
Is that for the rest of her life?
Yeah. Well, once we do it once, you don't develop new ones.
Oh, okay.
But for every birth, you'll get one, or you can. The potential is there to get one, I should say.
Okay.
We just get the weird questions. The guys get the weird questions.
No, they get the same ones. Those are the only two that are. There's two, I think, that are different for a female than a male.
Have you ever paid for sex? I get that question all the time.
Females get the same question.
They do? Have you ever paid?
Yeah.
Really? Did you know that?
Oh, wow. Well, what is there be paying
Well,
and
why would
not
Joe
paying?
know? He's not a female.
What?
What's the difference between paying and not paying? Sex is sex.
Oh, much higher risk for a bloodborne pathogen than an STD.
For paid entertainment, yes.
It's significantly higher.
So
that would make sense.
So that leads us to the topic of things I would refuse to pay money for.
There you go.
Larry's a Mr. Segway this morning, I tell you that. Is he always like this?
No, I'm not. No, Robin is the Segway person.
Oh, Robin's the Segway person.
All right, so let me thank Palm Garden and Penn Flooring, the two sponsors that make this segment possible. Go to Palm Garden of Ocala, take a tour. That's what we always recommend because it's the best way to see firsthand the facility, the people who work there, and the different features they have there, the different things they provide. They're a skilled nursing facility. That's important to know.
Oh, yeah?
They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Go check them out and ask all the questions you want. And go to Penn Flooring and see how you can make your home or office more beautiful from the floor up. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. This is one place where you don't want to hold back on spending money. You spend good money, get a good floor. It'll last you a long time.
There you go.
Like the one we have here.
Yes.
Looks beautiful, except for right here where I sit.
What do you want to talk about that?
Some reason.
I don't want to talk about that.
Don't know what happens.
Yeah, no. Oh, Mr. Oops. And then he pounds it in with his feet. Yeah.
All right, Galen.
Man, when he comes to look at this rug, he's going to cry.
Galen, when before I begin the segment, do you have anything off the top of your head you would never pay money for?
I hate paying money for golf. I know that sounds crazy, but
you do, right?
I do. Yeah, I just don't like paying money for golf.
I'm surprised you pay money for golf. I figured you had your ins.
Well, wait a minute. Why wouldn't you want to pay for that?
I do. That's why I don't like to pay for it.
Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. He has his ins, but then his ins don't work sometimes.
I see.
So it's like an addiction.
But I mean, the golf course is worth it, isn't it? I mean, they have people taking care of it.
Some of them. It's just something I don't like to pay for.
That's it. You asked them.
That's it. All right.
You could go to some courses and it's $400 for a round of golf. And
wow, I didn't know that.
The diamond one up. Where's that in Hollywood? No. Where's the one down towards Crystal River? Beverly Hills.
Oh, Black Diamond.
Black Diamond. There it is.
Black Diamond? Yeah, Black Diamond's not that much, but. Yeah, I've played that course, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. I've never paid.
There you go.
So
I'm hanging around with the wrong guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
tell you what. You know what?
Do you know, for pretty much the entire Alex's youth, I never paid for Disney or Universal. I always got them through the radio station.
Right. Yeah, I get that, and yeah, I completely understand.
Joe hates that because he said they don't do it anymore. I bet you they do.
I
bet you they don't.
I don't.
We tried.
I don't know if they do.
We tried.
I used to do it all the time.
We tried to do media days now also, and it's rough. It's rough. It's like... So anyway.
So is there anything you, Joe, would refuse to pay money for?
Refuse to pay or don't like to pay. That's the difference.
Refuse to.
No, you got to pay. If you got to pay, you got to pay. You know, I will never refuse to pay. Bad service, I will refuse the tip. I will walk away.
Well, yeah.
For a bad service, they won't get a tip because that's what they get paid for.
A tip is by its nature, it's optional, I guess.
It is optional. Oh, yeah. Why should I pay someone that, first of all, they get a crappy paycheck for it. They get like $2 an hour, and they live on their tips. So it would make sense that they're going to work nice to get a tip. But when they just, like, I got an attitude, I deserve a tip. No, you don't deserve a tip unless you do good service. That's the way I look at it. You know, I don't know about you guys.
Makes sense.
How about a storage bin? Would you pay money for a
No,
storage?
I don't pay for those.
No,
I think it's silly for people to do that.
Oh, yeah, it's like storing your RV. You keep paying over and
That means
over.
you have too much crap.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, yes. If your garage can't hold it, you know, what the hell?
All right, would you refuse to pay extra money to park?
Oh, you mean like valet? What do you think, Galen?
Yeah, maybe valet, or maybe it means...
Sometimes I do. Yeah.
What is it?
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes they'll say first class parking. It'll be a little bit closer to the front, and you pay extra.
Well, I don't know about that. First class, I wouldn't do that.
First class parking.
Like if you're in an event, you got to pay to park.
Right, yeah. You got to pay to park.
Yeah, right. What's up, buddy?
You got to have a chauffeur. No, chauffeur. He'll push you right in there. Yeah, right. Yeah. Drop you off at the front door. Yeah. So you're paying extra for that, right? Yeah.
Let's see. Some people refuse to pay for Uber.
That's stupid.
Well, again, sometimes it's the best way to do it because then you don't have to pay to park.
But don't you call Uber?
Yeah.
So why would you call them and not
Well,
pay?
you don't call them. You use your phone.
Okay, get in touch with them. Sorry. Yes. You connect with them. So why would you connect with them and not pay?
I think in this case, the author is saying he would prefer to walk or take a bus as opposed to Uber.
Oh, that's great for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, to each their own. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, how about vitamin water? Would you pay extra for vitamin water?
Instead of a regular water? No.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Vitamin-infused water. $4.50 a bottle.
No. Not me. I say no.
I don't believe that, anyway. I think it's just water.
That's it, you know.
All right. How about an ATM fee? Would you use an ATM that charges money to use it?
No. Unless I absolutely have
Exactly. An emergency. Other than that...
Would you spend extra for pay-per-view?
Oh, I don't do pay-per-view.
Galen, have you ever done pay-per-view?
I have. I have, but I try to avoid it. Yeah.
Let me guess. It was a sporting event? Galen?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that's pay-per-view. What else would be?
No, they have concerts. They have concerts that are pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Nobody's pay-per-viewing a concert.
Well, maybe not anymore, but they did in the beginning of pay-per-view. They sure did. Yeah, I was off. I guess I was subscribing to Showtime at the time.
Yeah, they had pay-per-view for what would you call it when you watch movies? Isn't that pay-per-view? First run movies?
No.
I mean,
that's
on demand?
you're paying for like a monthly service, and
no, they got
just one view.
Yeah, they had movies by what do you call it?
Yeah, they had Cats
by demand or something they call it, and you subscribe, but every time you use it, it's like $4.99 for the movie or something like this. If you have, I've got satellite dish, and there's a section there, and they show all the movies, and the same movie plays all day long, and you pay like $5.99 or something to watch that movie. You haven't seen?
Yeah, that's a rental. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rental. I call that pay-per-view because it's got PBV on there. So.
Well.
Oh, okay.
Well, pay-per-view is more like watching boxing or MMA or something like that.
Okay, wrestling and wrestling.
All right, would you pay for somebody to bring food to you, like one of these Uber Eats or one of those kind of thing?
I mean, you kind of do that when you order pizza, don't you? I mean, you're tipping them. So yeah, I do that.
I've never done it. Have you? Do they charge, or is it only a tip?
You've never ordered a pizza?
No. I've never used this new thing they have called
there's a bunch
the Bite Squad or Uber Eats or whatever else they have out there.
It's not any different than ordering a pizza.
Oh, really? Okay, so you don't pay them; you just tip them. That's all it is a tip.
No. But the payment is the tip.
Oh, it's all included then, all inclusive.
Yeah.
So once you do it on your phone, you PayPal or whatever you do, boom, and so they just hand it to you. And you don't have to give them extra money or anything. It's all done.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't done it, so that's why I asked. Yeah.
Would you pay extra for a room upgrade at a hotel?
I have. Yeah, I have.
What did you get extra? What did you get?
Well, maybe just a nicer room or a better view or something.
Oh.
I've done that.
Wow.
Would you pay extra for ripped jeans?
I don't know.
Good.
I'm not a girl.
Thank you, Galen. Thank you so much. I grew up in like there's a rip on your pants. Oh, you got to get another pair of pants. Now they're.
I was thinking about this the other day. The kids that we see walk past the window with the pants down below their butt, right? When they get to be our age, right? Are they going to show their grandchildren, look at this, this is how I used to walk around. Can you believe it? And you pull...
see, I grew up, I had, my generation was bell-bottoms. Right. We had bell-bottoms. But we were covered, I'm sorry, bell-bottoms. Okay. They were a little more tight than they should have been, but they were still bell-bottoms. Yeah.
You should go buy some bell-bottoms.
I don't know, did they come back in style yet? I don't know, Galen? Are they coming back in style with the kids? Because he has young kids.
Bell-bottoms?
Bell-bottoms,
no.
No, they haven't come back yet.
Bell-bottoms will never come back.
Oh, don't say never. Don't say never.
Yeah, I'm going to say never.
You're going to say never? Yeah, okay.
Well, that's all I have on that subject.
The fashion, it goes in a cycle. It's 60-year cycle or whatever the hell the cycle is. So I think we're due for bell-bottoms again. But
again, there was one Red Sox story today.
Oh, he's going to try sports.
No. This is
going to be good.
This is not a sports story.
See, I'm straight up. Galen knows this. Everyone knows this.
I know. Horrible story.
It's a what?
An absolutely terrible story.
Yeah, somebody got shot, right?
Oh, he's doing all right though.
David, not just somebody. David Ortiz.
Ah, okay. Okay, so talk about that.
Big Poppy.
How did he get shot?
The second greatest Red Sox player in their history.
Shot in his leg?
No, apparently he got shot somewhere in his back, and it exited through his abdomen, and
oh my God.
He's been in surgery for a while. So.
Well, I heard this morning on our news that he's doing all right. He's out of surgery and everything. So.
Well, I guess it depends on which report you're listening to, but the surgery was much more difficult than they thought. I don't think he's going to die, but the dude got shot.
Yeah.
And then if you look at social media, the dude who shot him, they beat the crap out of him. So.
Well, that wasn't in the U.S. though, was it?
No, it was in.
No, it was in the Dominican.
Yeah,
there you go.
Now this story does say shot in the leg, so they got it wrong.
He wasn't shot in the leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
He was not shot in the leg.
Social media got it wrong.
No, this is not social media.
No. The news got it wrong.
This is Reuters.
Probably the New York Times or something. Yeah, he didn't get shot in the leg.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See. Oh my goodness. And he was a Red Sox something or another, whatever. Special. How old is this man?
Oh my gosh!
Ballpark figure.
You guys asked.
Ballpark figure.
I made a joke. I didn't even know part of it.
He's 43. He's 43.
Oh, Larry brought it up.
Yeah.
43. That's
I
young.
mean, he's the second greatest player in Red Sox history. So.
Yeah, it says Ortiz, 43, was shot in the back at a club in East Santo Domingo.
Shot in the back. Gee, that's crazy.
And it exited his abdomen. Yeah,
Yeah.
That is crazy.
They beat the crap out of the guy who shot him. That dude wishes he didn't shoot him. I can tell you that.
Yeah, the suspect was captured and beaten by a crowd of people at the bar and the police would wait for him to be treated before he's questioned.
Maybe he can't talk.
Wow.
He's lucky he's alive.
So he's out for a while, huh?
Out of commission.
Yeah.
He's been benched.
Well, you mean the guy or Poppy? Poppy's retired, so.
Yeah, no, he was talking about the man that got beat up.
Oh yeah, well, he's in the hospital. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
He'll stand trial, and then he'll be found guilty pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, I wonder what
And
the
then I'm not sure
altercation
what they
was.
do in the DR. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he speak Spanish?
Who?
David Ortiz?
Poppy? Yeah, it's from the Dominican.
Okay, that's where he's from. Okay, I didn't know.
That's his native language. Yeah.
Pepe.
All right. So we're coming up on News Bites, and Joe's going to help read the news.
Yeah, like heck I am. I don't do that. Larry loves to squeeze that in there, and I keep telling Larry, no, I don't do that.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, Bloodmobile today, we're actually out at the Lowe's. The one almost over there in Citrus County on Southwest 90th. So come by and see us and give the gift of life, donate blood.
90th, I got to figure where he is.
Did that rain prevent you a lot?
North of On Top of the World.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
West
Thank
of
you.
On Top
Did
of the World.
yesterday's rain affect the donations yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it went down. Dang it all.
All right. Well, be careful out there, Galen. Thank you for what you do.
Oh, you guys are the best. Bye, all.
We'll be right back.
In the good old summertime, it takes you back, doesn't it? Makes you think and remember. What did you do in the summertime when you were a kid? At Palm Garden of Ocala, we see folks who are young at heart, but their bodies are giving them a tough time. Our goal for every guest we serve is to bring them to their highest level of independence. Come visit us soon. We're located on the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street. And when you're in the hospital, ask for Palm Garden by name.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Visit Southeastern Trailers today. We have new and used enclosed cargo and open utility trailers, along with built-to-order trailers. We service all brands of cargo and utility trailers, installation of hitches, wiring and electric brake controls, and installation of trailer accessories, with locations in Ocala and Ormond Beach to serve all of Central Florida. Call 1-888-622-1816. Again, that's 1-888-622-1816.
Freddy's Specialty Sundaes, classic American treats, made with freshly churned, rich and creamy frozen custard. Welcome to Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, the taste that brings you back.
So now that you have your heart set on Freddy's, all you need to know is how to get there. That part is easy. Just go down Highway 200 in Ocala east of I-75. Then look for the giant frozen custard cone on the wall. Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
Direct Connect to UCF, where students who attend the College of Central Florida and graduate with an AA or articulated AS degree are guaranteed admission to the University of Central Florida. Success coaches are ready and waiting to assist you in designing an educational plan that is right for you in any of their locations across Central Florida. Remember, connecting is easy and guaranteed. Find out more at directconnect2ucf.com.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
News. I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump on Twitter this morning lashing out at the New York Times for an article about the deal with Mexico to avoid new tariffs, claiming Mexico had already promised to take many of those actions months ago. The president calling it sick journalism.
DHS had Kevin McAleenan insist the president's deal with Mexico is new and necessary. The White House says nearly 200,000 migrants who entered the U.S. illegally since December have been released because Border Patrol simply does not have room.
Fox's Aisha Hasni. At the Tony Awards last night, Hadestown walking away with 8 awards, including Best Musical but not Lead Actor. That went to former Breaking Bad actor Bryan Cranston, who joked,
"Finally, a straight old white man gets a break."
That on CBS Best Play went to The Ferryman. This is Fox News.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts, you can get $25 or more off brand new DeWalt power tools by trading in your old ones. You know, those worthless tools you never use anymore? Yeah, those dusty things can actually save you at least $25 on new DeWalt power tools. Not so worthless after all. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/19.
Pros do it right by relying on trusted brands to get the job done. Lowe's is here to help with more of those brands in stock like DeWalt and Little Giant. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. Now save $60 on a 2-pack of DeWalt 20-volt max batteries, now just $99. Plus, we now offer the Little Giant King Combo ladder, the world's first step, extension, and leaning ladder, giving you the flexibility to do just about any job for only $159. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/16, U.S. only.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A 45-year-old motorcyclist was killed yesterday afternoon after being struck by lightning along I-95 in Volusia County. An investigation is underway regarding racist media posts on a website called the Plainview Project that are linked to deputies at the Lake County Sheriff's Department. Former University of Florida football player Earl Antonio Joyner has been arrested and charged with killing his wife in a case dating to 2016. Burger King is apologizing after a Florida employee was caught on video using a floor mop to clean the tops of tables. The new voter protection director for Florida Democrats told party activists on Saturday that they should assume there will be a recount during next year's presidential election. Brandon Peters said that by July 2020, he hopes to have 15,000 lawyers and volunteers in place around the state. And a worker at Universal's Islands of Adventure is a real-life superhero after she helped calm a 9-year-old autistic boy at the park when he became upset about the Spider-Man ride not working. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Clouds and sunny breaks and rather humid on this Monday with a shower and thunderstorm likely mainly during the afternoon hours. The high 83 to 87. Partly cloudy Monday night, low 70 inland, 76 along the coast. For Tuesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine and very warm with a thunderstorm popping up. The high 86 at the coast, 90 inland. For Wednesday, some sun and then building clouds with a thunderstorm or two around in the afternoon with a high of 84 at the coast, 90 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ocala, Time Out Billiards and Buffet has opened. Now you can enjoy an American fare buffet or sip a cocktail from the full bar. You, your family, your friends can rack up a game of 9-ball on the finest pool tables in the area. Time Out Billiards is open from 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. Time Out Billiards and Buffet at 620 South Pine Avenue, Ocala, between the Ocala Police Department and the Rawhide Saloon. Call 352-444-POOL. Personal chauffeur driver needed. Requirements? Must be a hard worker with excellent customer service skills. Maintain a clean, neat, and well-groomed personal appearance. Ideal for individuals looking for a flexible job to earn extra income. Contact Tony Cole, 036@gmail.com. Again, for the personal chauffeur position, contact Tony Cole, 036@gmail.com.
If it's time to brighten up your yard, then check with the professionals at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Give us your plans or we'll design a plan for you, one that does it all, from design to installation, or if you need a total clean out, Bob can do that too. We promise it won't take long, and the price will be a whole lot less than you expected. Check out some of Bob's specials this week. There are closeouts all over this huge store, including geraniums for just 99 cents, or daylilies, plumbago, and verbena, they're just $3.99. Azaleas, Bob has exciting new vivid semi-dwarf ever-blooming azaleas for just $3.99. And don't forget crepe myrtles. All crepe myrtles are buy one, get one free. Tree sale too. It's at Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, open daily 9 to 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOC.